Hello. I hope that everyone is fine wherever you may be. I am the Proverbs lady. When you see me here, I've come to discuss one proverb or the other. And I don't wait for news to break before I pick one proverb to discuss. I don't follow current issues that are going on to determine what to discuss, because basically the proverbs are so many, they are innumerable, so there's always one to pick to discuss and bring out insights from them. There have been times in the past that I have hinged the discussion of a proverb on certain current affairs, but even when I do that, I don't mention names. But today you can see the title of this video and you can see the name of a dancer lady and a male doctor. The issue has been current for some time, and because when you keep hearing the same thing left, right and center, you may also be propelled to say something about it, because when it keeps coming to you everywhere you go, you naturally have insight on the issue, but I have avoided talking about them for one very important reason. I feel that a 28-year-old lady getting a divorce is not something that should delight any woman who has a child within that age range. It is not something that would make you happy, and instead of joining the crowd to treat it as something to laugh at, you want to secretly pray for the marriage, if possible. And so that is where I have been on the issue. But why I discuss it today, I would also avoid mentioning their names over and over again, like some people who have discussed their issue have done. So it is the issue between a 28-year-old lady, a dancer, and a chiropractor husband, a sports therapist and chiropractor husband. Nobody knows the guy's age, but the lady is said to be 28 years old, and the lady is said to have come from a Deeper Life Church family, but she wanted to be a dancer, and reports have it that her father wouldn't have that at all, so she left home to go and pursue her dreams. And while away from home, she met there's also another funny report that her intention was to go sample different colors and shades of men until she found this white chocolate of a husband. Now they are going their separate ways by divorce, because the husband came on social media to say that it is over between them. Prior to that time, their union had been seen as very beautiful, and a lot of people found their union admirable, amiable. And so when the news came from my husband that they were getting a divorce, it was a rude shock to many of their followers. So the girl has remained strong, very strong. Maybe I need to tell you that the guy announced maybe about a week, just about a week after the lady put to bed their second child. And everybody was surprised that that announcement is coming at such a time. And it is the same guy who first came on the internet to announce the divorce decision that has been coming to talk about the divorce and what the lady has done. The lady has remained so strong and on her lane. She has remained on her lane, just doing her things as she used to before the the divorce news broke. So now, when the husband newly came to tell the people that they were getting a divorce, a lot of people said a lot of things, that this lady comes out naked on the internet to dance. They said she's not decent. They said no man would take what the guy had been taking. They said the girl is domineering. They said the girl is desperate. There have been a lot of things said about the girl. And so probably this guy was enjoying all of that. And so recently he also came out again I'm trying to pick my words carefully, maybe to whip up sentiment and say that the girl, the wife now, never liked their first child, who is under 3 now, and is taking the divorce option so that the new baby would not suffer the rejection that the first child suffered from her mother. And when he said that, a lot of people didn't believe that. They thought that no, why would you say that? She had the option of aborting the pregnancy. She had the option of leaving the girl for you and running away. She had the option of not even getting pregnant for you at all. So it is becoming clear that you, Mr. Doctor, you just wanted people to hate this lady. You called her a narcissist, and it is clear now that you are the narcissist. You are the one who is controlling. You are the one who is taking advantage of the lady, and so on and so forth. A couple of times before now, I had been moved to say something about it, and each time that happened, I would drop the idea again, because I don't want to come onto social media to discuss the marital problem of a lady that somebody like me should secretly pray for, either she knows it or not. So today, another proverb then popped up in my mind, and I think this time I would hinge the discussion of their problem on this proverb so that a few young and unmarried people can draw some insight from the discussion. And the Yoruba proverb is the one that says, "Ohun tí a kò bá ní gbà ní olówó, tálákà la tí ń kọ̀." And the meaning is, whatever you would not live with as a rich person, you begin to reject it from when you are poor. Whatever you cannot live with on the mountain top, you don't bring it along from the mountain foot. From what we have seen in the past, when this dancer lady was pregnant with their second child, and the first week that she gave birth to her baby, what we saw was that this doctor guy was basically, I would say, very supportive. She goes about within the house to do things that not every man would do. She cleans, she cooks, she goes grocery shopping, and she takes the wife out that she can take some rest while she was pregnant, and so on and so forth. There are good things to do, but a lot of people know that some men would just complain instead of instead of trying to do things that will make life easy for their pregnant wife. So for that, we would say that this guy tried his best to support the lady while she was pregnant. But before then, before that time, naturally one would see that this lady is someone with a lot of fire inside her. She's someone with a lot of energy, and she's someone with a lot of power. She has always known what she wanted, and she would not allow anybody to prevent her from going after what she wanted. But the good thing that I see in her is that even though she has her dreams, she would not allow anybody to discourage her from pursuing her dreams. The good thing about her is that she was also seen practically using her platform, her resources, to surround the people around her, including the husband. Every video she made, she would write this doctor's name on top. Every video she made, she would write her children's name. Even before the new one was born, she would write her name. And they had opened a page for this baby, so she would write her name and the link to their pages on top of her video. And of course, she is a crowd puller. So anybody who is brought to limelight by somebody like her with such a huge following would also get noticed within a short time. So if the guy had endured any excesses from this lady at all in the past, and maybe now that you have been brought to the limelight, you now have a lot of following. Yes, we would say a lot of following. So though nothing, it's nothing to compare to the following enjoyed by the wife. But what the guy has currently will also be described as a lot of following. Now that you have that, and your medical or chiropractic practice is now enjoying reasonable patronage, you now begin to see yourself as the elite, the doctor, the academic, the civil gentleman whose wife should not come to dance on the social media, whose wife should not breastfeed a baby on Facebook, whose wife should not have private features mentioned on the social media. The question is, Mr. Doctor, you had allowed that for too long, and this lady had also thought that you could live with a business. She had thought that you could live with her ways of life. She had thought that you could live with her convictions. And so, coming out now to say that there are a few printable things that have been credited to this doctor guy, which I don't like to repeat. I don't like to say them again because they are not decent. But I think that from day one, you should have asked yourself whether you can put up with this for a very long time. Since you didn't do that, one may feel that you saw how this lady's fire, this lady's energy, this lady's power, this lady's resourcefulness, this lady's creativity could help advance your career, and that was why you made her your choice. If this lady were my daughter or niece or relation, there are things that I would say to her privately, because life is not all about and this may sound old school, but life is not all about the amount of money that you make or the number of people who follow you. There are more to life than all of that. But like I said earlier, this is a lady who would just want to do her things the way she likes, and whatever I might have to say to her privately means nothing, because the fact that I have my reservation about certain aspects of her life and show does not mean that every parent would have that reservation about their child's career or lifestyle or presentation or appearance. But again, this is a time when your parents' reservation mean nothing to a lot of people, a lot of younger people, a lot of people in the younger generation. And you know, life is the greatest teacher. There are people who will not listen until life comes to teach them directly. But many times it may be too late. But there's nothing that anybody can do about that. It may not be that the parents too, even our own parents, do not have their reservation about certain things that is not the value of our people or the norm. But all they can do is talk. A lot of young people today prefer to make their own choices and see where it takes them before they rethink or make a new decision. So that is it. But the doctor guy might have endured so much or so little from the wife's ways of life. But the thing is, one may guess or suspect that from the very beginning, the doctor's parents might have said, why would you marry a lady who dances naked online? But probably he made his choice. And maybe the parents, the lady's parents too, would have said, why will you go so far away from home? Because if your daughter brings somebody from a culture that is so different, so distant from yours, the first fear is that, oh my God, this girl is going, as if she's getting lost. That would be the first feeling. And they must have said, why don't you consider this and that? The lady also made her own choice, and they were pleased to do it their way. But the only reservation I have about the guy, apart from the fact that it was your choice, whatever you would not accept as a rich man, it is better to begin to say no from when you were poor, so that everybody will know that this is your color, this is your character, this is who you are. So after making that choice, if you don't like it again, you may not need to come on the social media to say that you don't like it again, because everybody had seen this lady to be who she is, and you live with that, and you made the choice. So the social media is not a place to come and report that she's no longer good. Another reservation that I have about the guy's decision is that leaving a lady 8 days postpartum does not give any credence to your strength of character. It's I don't like that. Just to put it straight, I don't like that. I feel that whatever the lady might have done or must have done, since we have endured that for so long, for years, maybe since 2017 or thereabout, as people say, you could also endure it for 1 month more, 2 months more, 3 months more, and gradually come to this divorce thing. So to say, to leave your, in my language, they will say you left her in the blood. To leave your wife in the blood because of something that you have put up with for years, something that is not new. It's not basically not kind. It's not kind. And the fact that the two of you now feel that you no longer want this marriage, I think that for the lady, I would have expected her not to behave as if this divorce means nothing. Because whatever you do on the social media is also being noted, is also being recorded. I think the lady should not have behaved as if I only I only um I only wanted you to say it. I'm also tired of the marriage. You want people to see that you tried to make it work. It didn't work. He's the one leaving. You don't even need to say all of this. You just need to be a bit sober to show people that you are not celebrating his exit as if you had waited for that. Having said that, I think it's a lesson for young men that whatever you cannot live with for the rest of your life, don't don't pick it up. Don't choose that. Don't choose that, because this lady has a lot of display features, display that could make the mind of any young man curious. And having satisfied your curiosity, and because she was looking for either any shade of chocolate, having satisfied your curiosity, you let her know that you are not out for the long haul. You don't take it this far and then leave her in the blood. 8 days postpartum. It's unkind. And lady, you don't behave as if I've been waiting for that. It's okay. We wish you both well as you progress with your life. And to the doctor guy, I think I'm not one of those who feel that you should not come on social media. If you say your wife is also always on the social media and now you are enjoying it, you are coming out to do social media. Of course, you can come to do social media, but I would suggest that when you come, be as strong as that lady. She has never come out to say anything about you. So you can come on social media to teach people what you know, to share your knowledge, to be as a chiropractor, to help people to relieve pain in any part of their body, to give sports therapist advice, and so on and so forth. You can come play with your kids if you have access to the kids, but don't come to discuss this lady again. You've been friends for years. She's mother to your children, and you don't know what tomorrow holds. You don't know what would happen tomorrow. Nobody knows. So I think enough of this Facebook crying, enough of this emotion weeping, enough of this sympathy seeking. Come out on social media, move on, handle the marriage issues with Korra behind Facebook, behind the screen, and just Korra comes out as a content creator. She continues to do what she has been doing before the divorce case came up. You two can come up, because you haven't been a social media figure for maybe since you met Korra. To go off social media completely with it may not be so practical, so easy, so simple. So but come as a professional and teach people what you have to teach them, and keep your children, your, I don't know whether ex-wife now, whether the divorce has been finalized, I don't know that, but keep all of this marriage matter behind the screen. We wish you well as you progress with your life, both of you. That's it. Whatever you are going through now would put you in a position to educate people who are younger than you. People are coming behind you to teach them how to go about it in the future. So I'm where it is when I'm traveling between one location and the other that I have the time to do this. So I'm at the destination for now, and I want to stop this video. I'll see you again very soon. Whatever you cannot put up with as a rich man, don't put up with it as a poor man. Whatever you cannot cope with on the mountain top, don't take it along from the mountain foot. That's it for now. My name is Bola Omotayo. Bye for now.